Okay, this one I put on here by special request. I know that there's some folks that are having some issues factoring. So let's look at factoring in general. So we take the first step, and that's multiplying the two outside numbers together. I multiply the two outside numbers together. 5 times 2 gives me a positive 10. Okay? From here, I need to remember something. I need to remember that when the trinomial is plus plus, I'm going to end up with plus plus. When the trinomial is minus plus, it's going to be minus minus. Anything else, plus minus or minus minus, is going to be a plus and a minus. Okay? Those are the important things that you need to know. So I have a plus plus, so that means I'm going to have a plus plus here. It needs to equal 11. What needs to equal 11? Well, the factors of 10 need to equal 11. The factors of 10 are 1 and 10, and they're 2 and 5. Which ones, when I add them together, both being positive, will add up to be positive 11? The only option we have is 1 and 10. So once we get here, we have two ways that you can do this. We have what I like to call the area model, or the Fuquay backwards, where we make the cute little box McJigger that all of you got a kick out of in class because I made some, I made it look like a window, which is wonderful. It's always nice to know that I'm still funny in some cases, just as long as you don't tell me I'm funny looking. That's great. And then the other way that we can do it is factor by grouping. So let's do the two of them. We'll do them simultaneously. Group the first two together, group the second two together. This one I'm going to do greatest common factor. What do these two have in common? They both have an x. What do these two have in common? The only thing they have in common is a positive 2. What do these two have in common? They both have a 5x. What do these two have in common? They have a positive 1. Now, what I can do, if it will help you, is you can actually put down prime factorization of all of these. That's 5, that's x and x. That's just x, that's just 2, that's 2, 5, and x. Then as I go left to right, what do these two have in common? The only thing they have in common is an x. I cross it out. What do these two have in common? Just a 2. Top to bottom, what do these two have in common? A 5 and an x. So a 5x comes out. And then the only thing that's left here, obviously there's nothing left, but everything has a factor of 1. So they both have a 1 in common. Here, what do these two have in common? The big thing they have in common is an x. What's left over when you take an x out? You take an x out, you're left with 5x plus 1. What do these two have in common? A positive 2. 5x plus 1. Are these two numbers the same? Those two binomials have to be the same in order to move on. You look at it and you say, hey, you betcha. So that makes me happy. There's my smiley face. And I end up with x plus 2, 5x plus 1. Over here I end up with 5x plus 1 and x plus 2. Is there a difference between the two of them? Absolutely no. There is no difference. Okay? They are the same. Big exclamation point. Okay? So they are the same because order doesn't matter. Multiplication is commutative. So they are the same. Great thing. If you have any other questions, please make sure you ask. Look over this video as much as you need. Have a wonderful day.